Hello there, my name is Anthony Barocas with Streaming Media Producer. And today I want to talk to you about maximizing the exposure and reach of your streams. To maximize the exposure and reach of your streams, it's often very beneficial to send them to multiple sites at the same time. Now, while we may not think of YouTube and Facebook in the same way as other content delivery networks like Vimeo or Wowza, they work the same way for the purposes of this discussion. The key differences being YouTube and Facebook are more public, while the other content delivery networks are designed for more private delivery of your programming. What's the difference? Well, YouTube and Facebook come pre-populated with thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of viewers. They offer ways that people can subscribe for notifications and when your show is coming up, and then again when it goes live. So if you have an active community engagement, then your audience can be counted on. But if you want to maximize your reach without overtaxing your gear, then utilizing some cloud technologies to send your one upload to multiple destinations can multiply the reach of your content. It's important to understand that while some systems, like vMix or a TriCast or a Wirecast, have the capability to send multiple streams to multiple content delivery networks, you will need both a beefy computer and a lot of upload bandwidth to ensure the reliability of each of those streams from your system to each of the various content delivery networks that you want to leverage. Alternatively, cloud solutions offer the ability to accept a single good stream and then send that to multiple destinations, perhaps even with transcoding. But why would transcoding be important? Why can't we just send the stream that the content delivery network wants to see? A couple reasons. First, different content delivery networks can handle different resolutions and qualities. So while you can push a 1080p, 60, or even 4K to YouTube, you're better off with a 720p 30 stream to Facebook. While YouTube is fine with an RTMP push, Facebook wants a secure RTMPS push. You can manually set each of these from your device or let the cloud service provide the different feeds. Moreover, if you are pushing your feed to a remote location over cellular, being able to cut the data rate almost in half, utilizing HEVC, can make your connection better able to get through a potentially crowded or saturated cellular tower. Plus, it will lower the amount of data you're using to send your feed to the cloud. Then, cloud services can convert your HEVC to the H.264 that the content delivery networks want to see. Then send that to multiple content delivery networks. So, for instance, instead of two 10 megabit streams, you can send one 5 megabit stream and cut your cellular data by 75%. If you're doing all day Little League and doing it every weekend, leveraging HEVC cloud conversion and cloud distribution can save you a lot. It will also deliver great image quality to multiple destinations on a regular basis, and that's the key to developing a good audience. Delivering something good that they can count on, and they'll come back for more. If you're a regular reader of streaming media, you know there are dozens of content delivery networks ready to get your broadcast in front of your viewers. As I mentioned, some of them come with built-in audiences like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, etc. Others are designed so that you have more control over who gets to see the video. They also enable you to better control the viewing experience, like from ad-free viewers to the ability to white label the entire viewing page, even create paywalls and integrate copy protection. But those are a discussion for another day. I've previously written about some iOS solutions for live streaming production, and Teradek's Live Air software has been renamed AirMix. What hasn't changed is the software's ability to connect directly to Teradek's own cloud services called Core. In Core, you can restream that single feed wherever you want it to go. Teradek Core also has a couple other tricks. First, Core is capable of accepting a remote camera, and that camera is visible in AirMix as a source. So you can easily cover an event with cameras miles apart, and they each show up in AirMix as if they're local cameras. Then you can switch between them. Second, Core is able to do bonding. This is where a single source is chopped up and sent across multiple connections to the internet. Teradek's Videoguys hardware can do this. Core then receives the packets, very often out of order because of the different paths they take, and then Core reassembles the packets in the right order and sends that program to the next step. Couple this with the ability of Core to also handle HEVC, and it's a nice, well-rounded hub for mobile production. Other services like Caster or Restream really hone in on the restreaming part of the process, accepting your one feed to the cloud and then sending it to 1, 2, 5, or even more destinations. Another feature I like about involving an intermediary service is the statistics you get on your upload. You get to see your stream's health before it goes to YouTube or Facebook, and then someone comments that the feed is choppy because someone always does. You can look at the data that's being received in the cloud, see that it's good, it's solid, no drop frames, and because that's already in the cloud, you can be confident that this is what the other content delivery networks are receiving. Moreover, I recently broadcast a music benefit concert, and Facebook took issue with some of the pre-recorded music that was played in between the bands. We would check our upload feed and see an alert that Facebook had stopped the stream. We would immediately reinitialize that connection and keep things going. And having this happen in the cloud, as opposed to on the device where the person's doing the live switch and upload, means the person doing the switch doesn't even have to think about it. Someone else can manage what Facebook is doing on another computer. They don't even have to be at the event because cloud services can be managed from anywhere. So cloud services can send one stream to multiple places, but they can also accept a stream and not send it anywhere. This way, you can check your connection to the internet before the need to go live and be sure everything is working and your connection to the cloud is good. The worst feeling is needing to go live at 2 p.m., pushing the button on your device on the table to start streaming at 2 p.m., and then it doesn't appear anywhere, and you have no buffer time to fix it. This is especially important because you may have an event set up in YouTube and have the viewer link that they provide you embedded on various pages. If you test your connection and it goes through YouTube, the moment you stop that test, the embed code for those pages is fixed, used up, done. YouTube will automatically create a new embed code every time you push a test through an event's RTMP. So, to avoid a whole lot of last-minute web page updating, if YouTube is one of your CDNs, using a service in between and not activating the output lets you test your internet connection without causing any ripples down the line. Facebook has a very neat feature called cross-posting. This means that Facebook itself will take a single upload and make it viewable on multiple pages. Each page will see the video as if it was generated on that page. Subscribers to that page will be notified about the live broadcast. This can deliver viewers you might not have been able to get otherwise, but cross-posting takes some time to set up beforehand. It doesn't happen automatically. You need to set up a cross-posting connection between each of the pages you want to see the video on, set up whether it's automatic or needs approval, etc. And then I always recommend testing what you build long in advance of when you want to use it so that you have time to debug and figure out why it might not be working here or there. Cross-posting is a really handy feature, say, for community events like a fundraiser or arts event. One organization can be the source of the program, but it can be shared across multiple local business pages and other related organizations, growing the potential viewership exponentially. Best of all, once it's set up, no one has to go and manually share the video to the different pages. Hey, check out this cool video. Okay, check out this video, etc. Moreover, viewer counts are consolidated. So it's as if everyone is watching one video, which they really are. So this gives you an accurate count of your live audience during the show. Now, there is one caveat. As Facebook says, keep in mind that each live cross-post is treated as a separate broadcast on each of the pages that it is going to. Comments and reactions from one page's live video won't appear on the other page's cross-posted broadcast, and the viewers can't actually see where the original video is coming from. So keep your branding in the show top of mind if you plan on using cross-posting to grow your audience. Overall, cross-posting is an amazing and free way to leverage the social nature of Facebook and people's connection to certain groups and pages to bring more exposure to your broadcast than it might have been able to garner on its own. Plus, Facebook itself is the restreaming service at no additional cost to you, so that's a win-win in my book. Now, don't forget about streaming devices. If you want to reach the big screens at home, then tying into apps or channels for playback is critical. Several content delivery networks offer the ability to create a channel or app that can be added to Roku, Apple TV, etc., so that viewers can watch your programming on their home TV, even their home theater. This offers convenience to your audience as they're more easily able to just tune in your program. It also offers more control for you as a broadcaster because it's much harder to pirate than just resharing a link to the video on the web. The costs for such distribution are obviously going to be higher, but if you have a marquee program that warrants this type of broadcast, it can potentially drive revenue that more than pays for the distribution, and it would be well worth the effort to deliver high-quality programming directly to viewers' screens. The last aspect to consider to maximize exposure of your content is what happens after the event. This is where I feel YouTube and Facebook actually trade places. Facebook videos seem to fade into obscurity after the live event is over. Unless they're manually promoted, they never appear in searches, and they can be difficult to find. There's so much new content on Facebook that they quickly vanish way down the page, almost never to be seen again unless somebody hunts it down deliberately. In comparison, YouTube videos appear in Google search results, and if someone's looking for a particular artist or product or troubleshooting something like an engine problem or a particular car, a Google search will bring that video from last month or even 5 years ago right in front of viewers. So for continued organic views long after the fact, YouTube is really hard to beat. I will admit, I'm not a Twitch user, so I can't really speak to the live versus post-event search audience for content on Twitch. Vimeo is another well-known service that has post-event hosting, but again, doesn't appear in most common search results unless people go to Vimeo to search for it. Now, since there's far less general content on Vimeo, and it's usually more purpose-placed creative content, there's far less general purpose searching for video content on Vimeo. It's sort of a chicken and egg thing. Private streaming services offer post-event hosting and streaming capabilities, but again, you are responsible for driving audiences to the content. Whether it be a niche-based content like crafts or travel or cooking or training, where there's a tie-in to a website with that same concept, that's where the private-based content viewing works. For instance, Masterclass or Lynda.com training or Udemy or other similar websites. It's private streaming delivered to paying audiences 24/7. But the websites or the content creators are the ones doing the advertising to drive audiences to this content. The idiom of, if you build it, they will come, does not apply. Putting a clip online does not automatically get you 1 billion views. You can have fantastic program, but it's still up to you to get it in front of audiences. From pre-planning to the right multi-platform distribution to marketing post-event viewing, getting it online is just a small part of the process. But carefully managing your resources and tying into existing audiences with appropriate interests can help you maximize your viewership and engagement with your content. My name is Anthony Barocas of Streaming Media Producer. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching.